Can you visit other countries without leaving the US?
Yep, you can at Disney's Epcot World Showcase.
Despite what people think, the Epcot Center is not a giant golf ball.
It sure looks like it, but it represents the Earth.
And there are 11 countries that are featured in Epcot's World Showcase.
Yeah, so come with us as we go around the world in just a little over an hour.
Before we actually go over the countries, let's go over our goals checklist. We had only about 4 or 5 hours to try to achieve all of these goals.
Yep.
And the first one was ride Remy's Ratatouille Adventure.
Yep, and that is located in France.
Visit all of the countries in the World Showcase.
Yep.
Eat some wonderful foreign food.
From somewhere.
And watch the fireworks at the end.
Yep. So what we did do is we saw every Disney Epcot country in a wheelchair. And there are 11 countries, like Tim said, and they are the United Kingdom, Canada, France, Morocco, Japan, the American Adventure, so the United States, Italy, Germany, China, Norway, and Mexico.
The United Kingdom was really amazing to look at. It had all these cobblestone streets, and at this point in time, we were pretty new to Epcot, so we took a little bit more time.
We did.
And we poked around in a few shops.
So I loved Winnie the Pooh when I was younger. Winnie the Pooh is my favorite Disney character. Always has been, probably always will be. And so because, Pooh always had that British accent, I guess he's from the UK. So my favorite were the Winnie the Pooh shops.
And even if you don't duck into the shops, they had a lot of wonderful British-looking buildings over there, as well as some red phone booths.
Those red phone booths were just iconic. I mean, that just screams England,
They kind of remind me of the 1960s movie Superman, where Lois Lane is calling out for help. And Superman has to duck into a phone booth and then come right back out.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yep.
And they had some wonderful food over there, like the fish and chips.
Yeah, so foods that you would think of as being, unique to the UK, they had those things, and we did not stop for any of the food because we wanted to kind of go around all the countries and figure out what we wanted to eat. So we didn't stop there yet, but it was nice to see that they had some awesome, especially fish and chips.
But onward to Canada. Yep. First thing we saw there was the trading post, which looked like a giant totem pole.
They had a big totem pole, and I think this is largely because in Canada there is a lot of Native American influence, and so the trading post just had this very, woodsy, in the mountains type feel to it, and it had that big totem pole.
I was like, you don't see totem poles in Great Britain. No, I don't think.
You don't see them that much at all anymore, but yeah.
And I think they were trading pins over there, weren't they?
They probably had some. I think most of the countries have pins that you could trade. That's sort of a Disney thing.
Yeah. And so some of the food there was pretty incredible. They had some maple syrup and bacon. It seemed like everything was with syrup over there.
Then see, I didn't even notice that right away, but later I understood.
Yeah, because they actually do harvest a lot of syrup over in Canada.
Yeah, and a lot of their other food was very similar actually to American food.
Yeah.
So, not a ton of differences in the food there.
And I think there were some log cabins up there and some other buildings.
Because it sort of had that mountainous part of Canada feel to it. There were a lot of the buildings that looked like log cabins or log buildings, and they just had that really, I don't know, they made you feel like you were up in the mountains somewhere.
Very woodsy.
Very
had
woodsy.
A very natural feel to it.
A lot of that.
At this point, we took our detour, went to World Celebration, and then we came back and we hurried through the UK and through Canada.
Yeah, we went right back through those two countries.
So we could get to France.
Yep, and we ended up at France. And we specifically wanted to go to Remy's Ratatouille. And I think it's called Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Is that what the ride is called?
Oh, yeah. It's got long wait lines there, and for good reason. Lots of kids love to ride this ride.
Yeah, a lot of kids love to ride it. It's sort of a low-key ride.
You enjoy the Ratatouille ride?
Yeah. And it is actually quite wheelchair accessible.
Yeah.
It is one of the rides at Disney World that you do not have to transfer out of your wheelchair as long as your chair is within a certain measurement limit. And if you can fit in that little limit, then you're able to hop right on and ride in your Ratmobile.
Yeah. And we're not going to talk a lot about Remy's Ratatouille ride right now.
Yep.
But we will be coming up with a later episode for that, so stay tuned. And we'll also share with you how we actually got a free lightning pass for that ride.
That was really cool, yes. So make sure you see that video and our free lightning pass.
We went through the French Village, and
so pretty.
Some of the food there was pretty incredible. They had crepes, didn't they?
Yeah, they had crepes. They have La Crêperie. And it was just a restaurant where you can get some really amazing crepes. And I don't know, it just smelled good. You know, France is known for their pastries. And so there was all of that like pastry feel.
Yeah.
Just really cool.
And I really want to get a crepe or something else French, but we realized that our time was kind of short.
Yeah.
We sort of nipped ourselves in the bud by giving ourselves only a half a day to explore.
Yeah, we needed a full day to go around the world instead of just a little short period of time. But
it was very upscale, and they had a model of the Eiffel Tower over there.
That was really cool, just very pretty. And like Tim said, the France portion of Epcot, it just feels upscale.
Yeah.
It feels very quaint as well. And just, I don't know, definitely would go there again.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I still want to go back and try some of that French food.
Yep.
I think that would be amazing.
Yep, absolutely. All right.
On to Morocco.
Onward to Morocco.
Yes.
Holly and Tim are coming into Morocco.
Now, navigating Morocco was something else.
It had a very different feel from the other countries at Epcot. It felt a little bit like we were in a maze.
Yeah.
Only we didn't realize that at first. Like, you go into the opening area of it, and then you see this little thing off to the side.
Yeah.
So you start strolling down that, and all of a sudden you realize it keeps going and going and going. And eventually you do circle all the way back around. But I didn't experience that with the other countries, so I don't know if it's unique to Morocco or maybe we just missed a bunch on the others.
There were all these little shops lined up here and there throughout that maze, if you want to call it that. And each one of them sold like little wares. Some of them, they had like some fabric over there.
Yeah, really cool. Like woven stuff, tapestry type things.
And then there were some Aladdin style lamps.
It looks like Aladdin's lamp. It was like a brass shop or something. Yeah. That was cool.
But it was a place you could easily get lost in. But when I first came to Morocco, I thought I was entering Germany because I saw those turrets there and I was thinking of German castles.
Yeah, it messed with my head a little bit too at first.
Yeah. But it had this really huge tower that Holly modeled in front of, and it was really cool.
Oh, I wouldn't necessarily call it modeling because that's not my thing, but I gotcha. Yeah. So that was pretty cool. But the little shops were just really cool.
Yeah.
So the whole time that we were in the Morocco area, it just really, I think out of all the countries, that's the one that really felt like I was transported somewhere else.
Yeah.
It truly had that Moroccan feel to it. The architecture, even the ground, they made the ground look weathered, like you would see. It was just, I don't know, it was a totally different experience from the other countries.
Yeah, it really was. And then there was Japan.
Yep, from Morocco to Japan.
Now, Japan's architecture is very easy to identify.
Yeah, very
because it looks so different.
Yeah.
It has the iconic look. They had some huge Japanese buildings in there that was just amazing to look at.
Very traditional in the type of structures.
Yeah. But some of the booths were already closed. the smaller booths.
Mhm.
And this was the time when we started noticing that the sun was getting ready to set.
Yeah, it
and
was getting low.
we were really trying to hurry. So we did not stay very long in Japan. We just kept moving right along.
Yeah, we kept going, and we were curious if they have sushi at the Japanese area of Epcot. So if you happen to know, feel free to drop that in the comments,
Yeah.
because we have no clue.
Yeah, please let us know if they have sushi over there.
Because we do want to go back.
Yes.
All right, so after Japan, we came to the United States, the American
The
Adventure.
American Adventure.
Funnel cakes.
World Showcase open. In just 30 minutes, we invite you to experience the Symphony. A spectacular celebration of the music we make when we come together as one.
We are in America. I never thought we left it, but we're in America.
Yep.
Now, the American Adventure has what looks like a replica of the White House there.
Yeah,
And it is huge.
very big.
In fact, it sits exactly opposite to the iconic Epcot Center
Ball.
ball.
Or
Not
sphere.
golf ball, but ball.
No, yes. I think they call it the geodesic sphere.
Geodesic sphere.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we
yes.
go.
We got a big old pavilion where bands play.
And this helps make it easy to identify where you are
Right.
in the whole Epcot theme park.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
So, with it being so massive and everything, it was so wonderful to look at, just looking at the building.
Mhm.
But again, the sun was working against us, and
Yep.
we were really trying hard to get everywhere before it got too dark.
Right.
So we had to move on.
At that point, I was really starting to feel rushed because we were running against the sun in order to get, all the way around the world and to get to a place where we could see the fireworks. I do know that in the American Adventure, there are some shows that I think would be really cool to go
Mhm.
to, but we just did not have time for any of the shows on this little, jaunt around the world.
Yeah.
And I think I would really like that. So
Mm.
at this point, I was feeling pretty rushed, but I was not so rushed to notice that because we were there
Mhm.
at the time of the 250th anniversary
Mhm.
of the United States, they had it decorated so
Mm.
beautifully. It was red, white, and blue, and just, I don't know, it just felt very patriotic to me.
Oh, yes. It felt very wonderful.
Yeah, felt a lot like you were in DC.
And hey, if you like this content, please subscribe so you can see future episodes.
Yep, we're going to be covering more of our trip to Disney and show you some more things and just other stuff too. So
Yeah.
hang out with us.
So, what I noticed first when we entered Italy was those massive tall towers.
Yep. Italy was definitely impressive. The architecture was just really pretty. It was also very traditional.
Yeah. It had a lot of squarish type buildings, and then it had these arches, which were very tall arches, and I think they were pointed up at the top.
I'm not really sure. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But I do know that they were, I don't know, it just felt a little bit like you might be in Tuscany or something.
Yeah. And then there was the smell. Remember the smell?
Oh, man. Italy probably smelled the best as far as the food.
Mhm.
They had a lot of different places that you could grab food and pizza, of course.
Yes.
So it was just like overwhelming, the smells of the food.
Not just pizza, but Italian pizza.
Yeah, like real Italian pizza.
Mhm.
So yummy.
Then there was Germany. Now, Germany had that really alpine feel.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of Helen, Georgia,
Yeah, it had
which
a lot
we
of that.
visited in the past.
Yeah.
And we've also got a video on that if you want to check that out.
Yeah, check out our Helen video.
But one of the things that stood out to me was it had the Werther's Original shop.
Yeah, I don't know how to say the name of the caramel store,
Mhm.
but we'll put it up here on the screen. But all of their candies and treats are made with genuine Werther's Original products, and it just smelled so good. Like, I wish we had
Caramel
smell-o-vision.
apples. Yes. Caramel apples. You said there was caramel pecan bars, weren't there?
Yeah, I believe so.
Caramel popcorn.
Yeah, all of that.
So good.
It just smelled so good.
And of course, there's beer. Plenty of beer.
Lots of beer, lots of beer. And they supposedly had like pretzels and sausages and, you know, traditional German food. This is actually where we were hoping to eat. But by the time we got to Germany, we were really starting to push sunset.
Yeah.
And so we scurried right through again.
Yeah. And one thing I was a little disappointed with over at Germany was I didn't see any chocolatiers there.
Yeah.
I was hoping to see some. Maybe there's chocolatiers and we just totally missed it.
Yeah.
If you know, please give us a comment because we'd really like to know more about that.
Yeah, we want to circle back to that at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, both of our favorite things I think about Germany was the model train.
Oh, yes.
You remember the model train?
It was a huge one. It kind of reminded me of Christmas time and Kris Kringle and all that stuff. It kind of also, they had the fountain of St. George.
Yep.
Who apparently slayed a dragon, but I don't know anything else about that.
Yeah, I don't know anything else about that story, but it was really cool.
And now we're moving on to China.
China.
But at the start of China, we noticed the refreshment outpost.
Yeah, and I think what was really interesting about the refreshment outpost was not the food, but the birds.
The birds.
The birds. There were so many birds.
And we actually noticed them, I think, as early as the American Adventure. And we were like, where are all those birds coming from?
Where are those birds up there? Yeah. So we later found out that apparently it's because at the refreshment outpost, they have a lot of quick service places and people often drop their food or whatever. And so the birds have kind of been trained to recognize that, you know, that's going to be there. So they have a lot of food there. So they get refreshed at the refreshment outpost too.
And again, we did want to stop by the refreshment outpost, but we were in a hurry.
Yeah,
and
we were in a hurry.
It was beginning to get a little darker now.
Yep. So that was right as you were going into China.
Yeah.
But then once you get into China, by this point for us, it was obviously starting to get dark, and we knew that it wasn't much longer until the fireworks started. Plus, they started announcing on the loudspeakers throughout the park that it was about time for the fireworks.
Were going to start soon.
Yeah. And I think
so we were hustling.
Yeah, we were really hustling at this point because we had a goal to get around the world. And so we were like on the fast track, you know, to get around the world. And so some of the booths were open though still.
Yeah. So unlike the Japanese booths, a lot of the Chinese booths were really open.
Yeah.
Including the little ones. And you could get some Chinese food there too. And that was wonderful too. We moved on to Norway.
All right, leaving China and now entering Norway.
Yep, where they have Frozen. You know, the Frozen, is it a ride or a show?
Yeah, it's a ride, and it's a very popular ride, too. We went to Norway, and there were some really big castles there.
That was really epic, seeing all those big castles.
And the very tall, pitched roofs.
Yeah.
I think that was in case it snowed, which we know how often it snows in Orlando, Florida.
It snows so much in Orlando. Quite a lot more in Norway, though. So it was really cool. Now, what we have heard about the Frozen ride is that it is not accessible without a transfer, just for future, notification for those of you who might be in wheelchairs and traveling through Norway at Epcot. But it's still a beautiful place. There was that whole Viking feel in certain areas. So there was some of that as well. Yep.
And when we finally got to Mexico, we barely crossed the threshold. We're like, we're in Norway? We're in Mexico. We're done.
Yeah. It's like, let's spin around quickly and get back to where the spot we had picked out for watching the fireworks.
All right, we are still in Norway, but we're just going to take a little step into Mexico. That's still north. Yep. All right, you're in Mexico. Now you're in Mexico. Keep going. Yep. Yay, you made it to Mexico.
I took just a little footage of a Mexican pyramid.
Yeah.
And then we just hustled on our way. I really wanted to try to get something to eat before the fireworks started.
Me
but
too.
By the time we got to like Italy and America, the fireworks already started.
Yeah, so there was no time for that. So obviously the next time we return to Epcot, we're definitely going to have to spend more time on at least the last 4 or 5 countries. We spent more time on the front end because we thought we had more time, but it was, yeah, we did not space that as well as we had hoped.
Yeah, if I things that I would do differently next time is I would get a full day pass.
A whole day pass.
Yes.
We got the after 4 p.m. because we thought 5 hours, it's probably not going to be a lot. You know, we were so wrong.
Yeah.
You need to have a full day pass. You need to be there when the park opens and stay all day long.
All of the 11 countries were big, just walking through, and they have a gigantic lagoon in the middle of it.
Yeah, I think for me, I underestimated the size of each country.
Yeah.
I had heard that there was a lot to see, but I still thought it was like all on just one kind of, I don't know, like one main thoroughfare.
Yeah.
I didn't really realize that it was going to be that much to explore in each country, so I grossly underestimated the time necessary.
Or the size,
Or the size, yes.
Yeah. And another thing that I'd do differently if I went there is I would actually take time to eat foreign food, even though it meant waiting in a line a little bit to get that.
Right. I would do that too.
I wish that we had a chance to do that.
Yeah, me too.
Would I do it again? Definitely.
Yes. So, what were your favorite countries there?
Oh, before I do that, let's do the goals.
Oh, go ahead.
So, going over the goals, the first goal was ride Remy's Ratatouille. We did that.
We did that. Check.
The next one was take a tour of all 11 countries. We did that.
We did that. We made it around all of them, not in great detail in some of them, but we made it.
And then the third goal was eat foreign food.
We did not meet that goal.
No.
Nope.
And then watch the fireworks, and we did do that.
Yes, we did. We made that happen.
Yep.
So, at Epcot, what is your favorite country? Leave it in the comments, and while you're doing that, we'll share with you ours.
Yep. And my favorite country was Italy. Italy had such beautiful architecture. I loved the architecture in Italy, and of course, it's really hard to get away from that pizza smell.
The smell.
The smell of the pizza was just overwhelming, delicious. It made me, I was already hungry, but it made me hungrier.
Yep.
I think second to Italy, I would do Germany. I love the German architecture.
I really like Germany too.
Yeah.
So my favorite was the United Kingdom. And the reason is because I am such a Winnie the Pooh fan. And there was so much Winnie the Pooh stuff. It just felt like this quaint little English village. And I enjoyed it. So England or the UK would be my favorite country. So when will we do this again?
Well, we'll let you know.
We'll have to let you know. But until then, go explore Epcot if you ever get a chance and go around the world in whatever time you need to get around the world.
Yeah. Give yourself enough time.
Yeah. Bye.